to our fallen. Pray that they may find rest. Pray to you for my Seeker brethren. Show us the path to salvation. Blessings to our fallen. Pray that they may find rest. Hear my prayer. Show us the way forward. Deliver us from peril. Hear my prayer.
Before you is a towering figurehead carved in the likeness of a dragon. It looms over the bow, its fangs bared at the open sea. At that moment, the ship serendipitously creaks beneath you, almost like it is acknowledging your observation. Searing pain races up your arm. The ship senses you. It's angry. The pain intensifies. It's spreading past your arm, across your chest. Your lungs feel like they're on fire. The figurehead looms ahead, continuing its silent watch over the seas. Searing pain races up your arm. The ship senses you. The pain in your arm subsides to a dull tingle. The scales on your hand are scorched. Searing pain races up your arm. The ship senses you. The pain intensifies. It's...
Blessings to our fallen. Pray that they may find rest.
We have to find a way to get this ship moving. We can't let the Magisters catch up with us. We're too weak to fight them again.
The silent monk leans forward slightly and stares at you straight in the eyes. She seems eager for you to say something. The silent monk leans from one foot to the other. He seems eager to move.
Let's team up, you and me. What do you say? How do, partner? Though I reckon I should fill you in on a few things. Right now, though, the biggest thing on my mind is some candy arse called Lohar, lurking in Driftwood. The Queen is up to something nasty, and he's the best chance I've got of finding out what's what. Well, that's that sorted. Onward then. I've got to get out of here, and soon, and I suppose you do too.
Melody says if we can get the ship to move, we can go home. Home!
All that fighting will be worth less than nothing if we can't get this tub moving.
I must say, you may not be an Eternal, but you are certainly not as temporary as many of your fellows. You handled personally. I am just glad that I do not have to walk back to Reaper's Coast. Wind travel may be primitive, but it is at least efficient. Is there not enough reason to speed away? If you must know, there is an excavation site at the Black Pits on Reaper's Coast. I go to seek answers. Well, you see, I have a rather pressing engagement at the Black...
The skeleton breaks off mid-sentence as he notices your hand. He pulls out a notebook, flicking through it, running a finger down the pages.
Physical contact, voice lowered, coy looks. Good heavens. Is this a mating ritual? Oh, my pardons. I fear I'm rather unaccustomed to your... although perhaps you would be interested in a companion of another sort. I need to travel to the Black Pits oil field, near Reaper's Coast. But my attempts at staying... given how well you handled yourself in Fort Joy, I rather think you could be of use. And I am certainly useful to you. So, how about it? I travel with... Very well. Let's be...
Wish I had half a clue what I was looking for. Whatever I'm looking for, I'm not finding it.
Did you hear? We're bringing you to Meister Siva, the head of the Seekers. If we can get out of here, that is. Must be something around here.
There's got to be some clue. Dallas would have trusted someone with a secret, wouldn't she? Unless there's someone still inside.
The door seems like any door, at least at first. Then you notice the wood groans and creaks. A face appears in the wood, tortured and tormented. A six-sided indentation is carved on its forehead, as if a gem or amulet had made a mark there. The face vanishes. The thud of your fist upon the wood resonates deeper than you'd expected it to. It turns into what sounds like a moan, then echoes away into silence. The
Speak to me if you're looking for hired help. So, what'll it be? Fast hands and faster wits, is that it? Tell me more and I'll see you get just what you're after. A lot of choice, I know. Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
The Seeker flexes her arms stiffly. Her jaw...
I owe you, Godwoken. Without your help, I'd likely still be a prisoner around here, not guarding Alexander the Bloody Divine himself.
She nods her thanks and immediately winces, laying her hand on the back of her neck.
I ought to chain you up like your lot did to me.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
My. Look what the ship's cat dragged. You were on that luckless lot of timber that met with one tentacle too many, weren't you? Oh, but you've come a long way. Rather boring, sometimes, to travel by oneself. In that case, and by the by, now that you've agreed for me to join you, here's my one condition. I'm looking for an old acquaintance, see? A score to settle. Hunting him is proving to be like... Next in the long line of clues is a lone wolf, and... boy, how you'll make him happy. No matter what lies ahead, that is my sole condition.
racing hat, natty beard, vessel.
The door is still unmarked, though the memory of the anguished face appears. The door seems like any door, at least at first. Then you notice its unblemished wood. There is no knot, no scratch, no dent to detract from its apparent perfection. The wood groans and creaks. The face vanishes. The anguished face appears. Then...
No entry allowed. Please use the port side door. Listen up so I don't have to repeat myself again. I am not an entry door. Fine. Answer the security question. Current security measures forbid me from providing the security question. Attacking wastes your time. There's no entry through the... That won't get you anywhere.
The door is still unmarked, though the memory of the face and its six-sided notch remains with you. The thud of your fist upon the wood resonates. The door is still unmarked. The anguished face...
I've spotted something.
Rope, not locked up in here.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence.
A young woman shifts her weight between her feet, as though swaying her hips to an imaginary beat. Her eyes roll up to meet yours.
Hey, it's you! Well, 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 we meet again. They told me you'd mosey your way down here eventually.
She bats her eyelashes coquettishly and winks. Greyish veins flash around her eye sockets, casting a cadaverous pallor to her face.
Pretty hot, right? What was your name again? I'm Losa.
She wipes a grubby hand on her tunic and holds it out for you to shake.
very, very, very pleased to meet you. So, Malady tells me you're like me. You know. Is it true? You're like me? Well, kind of. You know about my, situation, right? Right. Well, I'm a host. Always have been, probably always will be. I'm never alone in my head. Spirits visit, wanderers, sprites, demons, ghouls, disembodied mystics. You name it, I've chatted with it behind my own two eyes. I'm only hosting one right now, though, and it's a real piece of work. Malady said I should have met one of the gods when I had my vision in the Hall of Echoes. I met it. I know. It's really... special. I don't know what this thing is, but I'm gonna get it the hell out of my head and make it sorry it ever came knocking. What's your deal?
Magister Randy, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
You keep saying that. It won't.
I'm impressed, Chief. Sounds like no small feat. You know, I never was much of a solo artist. Want to find out what comes next, you know, together? It does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve. Lately I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot. I'm not afraid of getting my hands greasy, if that's what you mean. What are you interested? Sounds fine. So, we're good to go? Yeah? Hey, wait a sec. It looks like you have all the company you need. Maybe another time, when you're a bit till then.
Enough!
Your eyes brim with inquiry, so ask.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
If we have different paths to take, you and I, so be it.
A young woman shifts her eyes roll up.
Hey, it's you! Well, 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 we meet again. They told me you'd...
She bats her eyelashes.
Pretty hot, right? What was your name again?
She wipes a grubby hand.
Very. So, Malady tells me... Is it true? You're like me? Well, kind... Right. Well, you name it. I'm only hosting... Malady said I met... it. I know. I don't know what this... What's your deal? I'm impressed. You know, I never was much of a solo artist. Want to find... Well, that was easier than...
Locked up in here.
Magister Randy, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
You keep saying that. It won't save you. I ought to chain you up like your lot did to me.
Magister Randy, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Enough! Behind bars suits you, murdering scum.
Magister Randy, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Can't you say anything else? Bloody Magisters. To me, you'd be swinging from the end of a rope, not locked up in here.
Magister Randy, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
You keep saying that. It won't save you. I ought to chain you up like your lot did to me.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Enough! Being behind bars suits you, murdering scum.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Can't you say anything else? Bloody Magisters. Up to me, you'd be swinging from the end of a rope, not locked up in here. I ought to chain you up like your lot did to me.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Enough!
I was just getting used to this seafaring life. You know, we could... from the look in your eye, I gather it's time to grab my things and get back to work. Looks like you've already got a...
Nothing. Damn it.
Missing hat, natty beard.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your...
If we have different paths...
I was just getting used to this. Ready.
Nothing. Empty as Dallas's heart.
Pretty nice ship, eh? Captain...
Are you certain you want to
Oh, really?
Ah, there you are. Off we go then.